kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother, man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of function mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ritter. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Ritter back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. His defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Here we go.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Ritter off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Ready.
Now Hightower. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Ritter now. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready?
They run with Hightower. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
6, back up. You, yellow. Ready?
Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Hightower. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Ritter from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Scott. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 50 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6.
Here we go, Scott.
Moore, the man in motion. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Like it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Ritter. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ritter will set up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
This is Hightower. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Down.
3rd and 12.
Blue striker.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Fight, fight.
They'll set up to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they're going to take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Monday.
Fields now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Come on, set.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
52. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Flag 2. Claude Ray.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They go again with Scott. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20. That's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Ready.
And 3 at the Bears 17-yard line.
Set, cut.
Up the middle they go. Hightower, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set.
Here's Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ready.
3rd and goal. Ritter with it. And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead they're going on 4th down.
.22 needle. Check pink. Ready. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Fields. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Can they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open
in key situations.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
Now a give, right side. Colbert pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Here we go.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Extend. One strike.
Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Colbert. And he stopped immediately there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Go run. Go run.
Now it's Fields. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now a handoff working right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not...
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Chop, 17. Fight 60. Set, go.
They go again with Hightower. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ritter now on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Ready.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 18. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Richie Grant. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On first down, Hightower. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Let's go now.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Black Ultra. 6, 7.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Yellow.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Extend. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. This to the tight end, Kincaid. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Colbert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Green Jack. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's second down.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Ritter. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Eagle blue.
Ritter wants to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
This is 1st and 10. Now Ritter. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Down. Blue striker. White. Hut.
Here's Ritter. And he will find his man on the outside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Hightower. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Throwing now is Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third down and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes the Bears punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He'll take it at the 42. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
Here's first and 10.
Drill green. Ready.
Back to throw. Ritter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he just does get the spike. 1 second remaining.
Ready, ready.
A final shot now for Ritter.
Steps away to his left.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Well, Charles, a pretty exemplary.